know what time it is? That's right. It's time for mukbang. And I live in Reno, Nevada, and it was cold and rainy and wet yesterday, so I made chicken vegetable soup. And this is what it looks like. It has lots of carrots. Everything's rustic. It has a few potatoes in it. It has green beans and corn. I was going to make something called caldo, calado. I'm probably not saying it right. A Mexican soup. But I don't know. I wasn't feeling putting zucchini in it. I had bought the zucchini to put in it and everything, but wasn't feeling it, so I didn't do it. I just wound up doing this. And I had the chicken, because Sunday I made chicken. No, not Sunday. What is today? Oh, today's Thursday. The day before I had made chicken, and there wasn't enough chicken pieces. So when there ain't enough meat to stretch out, what do? You make soup. So I make soup or stew. So that's what I did. And it's really good. It has something better than bouillon broth in it. It has regular chicken pollo, chicken powder seasoning in it. It has Szechuan vegetable seasoning in it. It's got a lot of seasonings in it, lots. It's got salt, pepper, garlic powder, garlic powder, onion powder, everything. Hold on, I got a cough. Okay, I'm back. Yeah. So it's got a little bit of this, a little bit of that, all kinds of seasoning. You don't have to season stuff the way I do, but I'll tell you what, this is really, really good. I didn't put any cumin in it because I wasn't feeling the Mexican flavor, so don't have cumin in it, just garlic powder and onion powder. Oh, and it has some kind of chicken seasoning type stuff in a little yellow jar. I think it's Mexican seasoning, but it's got all the same things I just put in it, just more intensified, I guess. I don't know. But this was good. Really good. So what y'all been doing? Oh. And look, I got a tomato. So Thanksgiving's rolling around. Still debating what I'm going to make for Thanksgiving. I have all these different side ideas, but I don't have the ambition to do them. You ever get like this? Oh, I want to cook this, I want to cook that. And then all of a sudden it's like, so I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, yeah. And I got hot dogs with mustard and ketchup on. But I can't coordinate the hot dogs, putting it on the bread, and talking to you guys. So this is going to be something that's going to have to wait. And for my dessert, but just as lunch, brunch, and supper, because I think I'm only going to eat one time today. If I eat something, it's just going to be a snack later. Because I am like really pissed off about my weight. Probably, I was losing weight really good. And then I gained some weight back. I lost some weight, gained some weight back. So now I'm like at 272. And I was down to 259. Oh, hell no. I don't want to, I'm not going to go up high again. And before when I lost all this weight, I did like a lot of keto type stuff and intermittent fasting. And I think that's what I should be doing now. So this is kind of like a balanced meal. I don't know how many calories, if you're counting calories or macros, the soup has. Probably not too much, but it's kind of keto friendly, I guess. Tomatoes good. The thing I don't like about chicken soup is the chicken stringy. Because what I did is I boiled the chicken pieces. I had already roasted them, but I boiled them till the meat was falling off the bones. So it's kind of like a bone broth type of stuff. So I did that. And I'm going to try this hot dog. I need a hot dog. But because it had ketchup on the plate, so I'm going to dippy. I don't like hot dog buns. I'm like old school. When I was a kid growing up, We didn't have hot dog buns or hamburger buns. We had bread. I think that's why going to the restaurants is a novelty, because you get a hot dog bun or a hamburger bun if you ordered that such stuff. But at home it was always just bread. So this week has been just a kind of a week, you know, family politics, family drama, politics in the news. I don't know. Stupid stuff. Really stupid stuff. I'm getting tired of stupid all the time. I bet you guys are too. No, you can't have none. No, no, no. At least he's beside me. Chantel, her cats are walking all over, putting their cat's ass in the camera's face and on her food, and it's like, oh my god. I think that's so gross. Get those litter toes off the table. Sorry, Chantel, but I'm like yelling at your cats. Get off the damn table. At least he's just sitting here beside me, looking at me, staring a hole through me. He doesn't understand that I can't give him soup like I would a cookie, and I'm not going to give him any of this stuff anyway, because it's got so much garlic and onions, and that's not good for dogs. Well, AJ had a toothache. That's something to talk about. I just dippy. AJ had a really bad toothache over the weekend. And with all this COVID crap, you can't even get in to see a dentist. She's in so much pain. And her face got really swelled up. I had a place for her to go Saturday, then she got pissed off or she didn't feel good. I don't know. After I was sitting on the phone for like over an hour finding her somewhere to go on a Saturday that would take her insurance, and she didn't go. So, oh my god. I told her, don't ask me again. But of course, she asked me again. Sunday rolled around, and can you help me find the dentist? So she said she hurt so bad she wanted to go to the ER. So I called the ER in my town. One of the hospitals are called Renowned. They used to be Washoe Med. And they said, we are only a trauma hospital, so if you don't have trauma or major surgery or something going on with you like that, you can't come. I called a hospital called St. Mary's. I got a dippy. They said a toothache, infected tooth is not a medical emergency. They didn't want to take her. So I called Northern Nevada. That's what we call the hospital on the hill. And they said, look, we got people in here that have COVID. They're sick. A toothache is not warranted to go to an ER. And I said, but it's infected. They said, well, call your family physician. They're closed on the weekend. Don't these medical people know that? So, a little light bulb goes off in my head. Oh, let's see if there's a walk-in clinic open, which there was. And it was part of Renowned. Why didn't Renowned people tell me this anyway? They should have told me this. And they said, well, we don't have dentistry, but if she's got an infected tooth, we can give her some antibiotics and pain medication so she'll feel better. Uh-oh, I'm being invaded by somebody else. Loogie. You don't like tomatoes, no. I think they do. Anyway. So, she got an appointment at the walk-in clinic. I gave her some really good pain meds, and I don't know, but not so good antibiotics, because today she said that she still got swelling, but this was on Sunday, so I don't know how many she took Sunday. They gave her for 10 days, and today, let's see. I know I'm retarded. I have to count on my fingers. Okay, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Today's Thursday. 5 days. So, maybe it's just taking some time to work. I don't know. But I hope it does work, because the dental clinic, the real dental clinic that knows about this problem, don't want to see her till sometime in December. I'm like, oh my God. And they said, well, we can't do anything unless the infection is gone on the tooth. It's like, oh my God. So, at least I hope it stops hurting. And it's not so infected. It sure hasn't stopped her from eating now. I go, how can you eat with a toothache? She goes, I'm a fat chick. I can eat anytime. I was like, oh my God. I believe it. So anyway, today, I had to take a friend to the DMV to get an ID card, because he didn't have an ID card for the state. So we did that. And he's had the appointment for over 2 months. Man, things are really backed up. But he got his ID card. They take your picture, then they mail it. In 7 to 10 days, you get it. He waited this long, so he can wait a little longer. And then I did what I do best. Because AJ drove, of course. I went and sat in a car at a casino called Baldini's. Let me have some soup on me. She always says, oh, it's not going to do my free play. I was going to be in there like a couple minutes. Bullshit. She's in there a long ass time. So, yeah. So, anyway, I watched a couple of videos. Went and used the bathroom in there. The casino's crowded. Sat in the car. It was so funny, okay? I gotta tell you, this is really funny. When I got out of my truck to go to the bathroom, there's this blonde standing by an SUV parked in the parking spot beside me, okay? She looked like she was, you know, kind of shapely, really pretty, long, platinum type of blonde hair. But I didn't see her face, because she was turned around. She had her elbows on the hood of her SUV, and she was typing on her little cell phone. I'm like, okay. So I go to the bathroom, come back out. She's still standing there. So I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if she got locked out of her vehicle or something, or somebody's in there gambling and she's waiting for them to unlock the door so she can get in. So, but that was what the case really was. I found out later. But so I start watching this video, and then I see this man come up, and he start talking to her. I'm like, oh, good, she can get in the car. Well, wasn't anybody she knew. And I still see the back of her, okay? I think the guy just seen the back of her, too. So she's still standing there. And she's got her back turned to this dude. And he's talking to her. He's putting moves on her. He's asking her, I don't know, he's just asking her really stupid questions to get her to talk to him. Oh, and then they start talking about gambling, and her back was still turned to him. He says, "Hi, my name is such and such." I forget what he said his name was. And she turned around, extended her hand, and shook hands, believe it or not, shook hands. "Hi, my name is so-and-so." I couldn't hear what her name was, but... And he was saying, "Damn, you're pretty," and all this stuff. And I'm going like, ooh. And she had big old sunglasses on and stuff. You really couldn't see her face. You just seen all this blonde hair and skinny, you know. Not skinny, but, you know, shapely skinny. And he was saying how cute she was and all this shit. And how they should go in and go gamble together. And he says, "Hey, I'm such and such an age. How old are you?" And she said she was 62. He said he was 41. She said she was 62. All the brakes got put on the conversation. From being Rico Suave, Tippy, come here. To being Rico Suave, moves on her, telling how pretty she was. Hold on, gang. Anyway, back to my story. Dogs are barking, now the kid's in trouble. So when she said she was 62, all the flirting had stopped with him. It just all stopped. They started talking about his wife. Well, he didn't have a wife 3 minutes ago. He was alone, gambling. Looking for somebody to have lunch with. She didn't look 62, though. She was pretty and everything. He had like grayish colored hair. He looked like he was older than what he said he was. I'd say he'd be about 48, 52, maybe. But I thought it was the funniest thing. He didn't want her after he found out how old she was. She was with her son gambling. Her son drove them there. And the son asked, "Did you get something to eat?" I guess she was going to eat. Well, he gambled it. She wasn't gambling, so yeah. But isn't that funny? He's putting his Mack down on her big time and finds out how old she is, and I was like, "No, don't want you." I'd say she really didn't look her age. Oh my God. So let's see, what else can we talk about? How about the politics, a recount? Did anybody watch that thing with Como? I think his name's Como. He's an elderly man.